Okay, hello everybody. This is the first live video I'm going to be doing on this channel. So let me just try to get a little bit focus on me. I don't like that there's this big light back here. I'm not sure if light should be up front so it could push towards my face. But I guess this is it. This is the best I guess I can have for the moment. So let me just see if I could put the light somewhere. Okay, so see, I've already removed all the lighting. So there it is. See, whatever. So if it's a little dark, I'm sorry. So let me just try to fix this. So today, today's video or today's live is a little bit different. I mean, because this is the first live I'm doing on this channel though. I have many other channels that let me just fix this a little bit. Say live. Okay. So here we are live on here. And I would just like to tell you guys that for this very first live video, I will be talking about everything that has to do with music. There is nothing about, oh, the music here or the music that, or excluding anything. So first off, before I start going a little bit crazy with what I have to say. First off, rest in peace to Mac Miller. I let me give you a little bit of my own story of Mac Miller, of what I thought of Mac Miller. Mac Miller, probably, and I'm not saying it's not true or it is true or something. I just want to say Mac Miller. I wasn't a fan of Mac Miller because I've listened to most of his albums, and Mac Miller was not for me. Mac Miller's music was not for me, but there are some songs that I can definitely say were not per se, not say it was horrible, but I enjoyed them. I enjoyed when Mac Miller was with. I enjoyed when Mac Miller was with Ninth Wonder. I liked when Mac Miller was with what's his name, Static Selecta. I liked them. I liked when they teamed up. Mac Miller. I liked that when they teamed up with Ninth Wonder and Static Selecta. Like I said. So I have to say, yeah, that was pretty nice. I'm not hating. It was pretty good. I'm not going to say that I loved it in any way, but I didn't like when he was solo because for some reason I didn't like his style of rapping. But because Static Selecta brought the beats, Ninth Wonder brought the beats, and that's what I liked. That Mac Miller did bring his fire flow, his nice flow. I just am disappointed that Mac Miller did not make. I mean, he did not make music for my taste. Look, before you start saying I don't like him because he's a white boy or whatever, no. Let me go back and say that this is where I'm at. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm still living in Los Angeles, California. And for me, I would definitely like to say that I grew up mostly. Actually, I didn't grow up on no Mac Miller. I didn't grow up on no. This is the truth. I didn't grow up on no Mac Miller. I didn't grow up on no. Who else is there? I didn't grow up on no Mac Miller. I didn't grow up on no Hobson. I didn't grow up on none of that style of music. Like say say per se white boys. I didn't grow up on that type of music. I mean that style of music. Me being here in me being here in California, Los Angeles all my life, I would say I grew up mostly on I mean, because because before it was a lot harder. As a kid, it was a lot harder looking on the internet. Like who has YouTube back in 2003? Who has YouTube back in 2006? Even when YouTube was out in 2005, I still did not use YouTube as a main source of checking out music. But I think I started with music, checking out music back maybe in 2008, 2009. I didn't really grow up with that type of music. Like, say, like everybody else, I don't know how they were privileged enough to grow up on Hobson, grow up on Jedi Mind Tricks. People were able to grow up on Atmosphere. People were able to grow up on let's say Chris Webby. People were able to grow up on Tech Nine. People were able to grow up on Army of the Pharaohs. And I know that most of you don't know what I'm talking about. You don't even know who they are. And some people were able to grow up on Chino XL. People were able to grow up on I don't know, let's see, Necro. People were able to grow. I mean, like many people were able to grow up on good music, just in general, like good music that people. I mean, on more artists than just what's on the radio. Because growing up, I grew up on, let's say, I grew up on Akon. I grew up on Snoop Dogg. I grew up on Jay Z. And not really Jay Z, but I grew up somehow on on Snoop Dogg, Jay Z. I grew up on Nate Dogg. I grew up on everything that was on the radio, like Cypress Hill. I grew up on all of that. So this is a lamp. So let me just get it out the way. So like I said, I grew up on all of that. I grew up on Snoop Dogg, Tupac, Ice Cube. I grew up on all of that. I grew up on Exhibit. I grew up on all of that, including Eminem. Which before I really pursued the internet of viewing videos. I said I stuck with the radio music, and I said, look, I want to hear. I would just stick on the radio and just try to listen to Eminem, and go, wow, Eminem. I used to stick and try to listen to Dr. Dre, Kanye West, Lil Wayne if it was possible, Jay Z. I used to just stick around for those type of artists, but now but when I started growing up, like when YouTube was around, because I think I've used YouTube in 2008, 2007, 2008, when it was fairly new, and that's where I didn't really, I mean that's where I was starting to barely listen to lyrics and all of this, but because of the radio that was out there, I said okay, I'm gonna look up Soldier Boy, because look, I was mostly about having old school music and then still listening to this type of music where I say I'm going to listen to Soldier Boy. I'm going to listen to Trey Songz. I'm going to listen to who else? I don't know. I just said I started listening just more to radio music. Just listened to more radio music, and I just went around that circle. And I would have to be honest that I used to have listen to music a lot, and I just listened to whatever was popping on the radio, anything that was so called nice music, which I could say that was good. That was good for the most part, until I just, for some reason, look, I was always listening to this type of music where I just said it's got to be the radio music because wait, before I start saying about YouTube again, where I said I searched up music on YouTube, I grew up on, like I said, Ice Cube, Tupac, Biggie, not necessarily Nas. I grew up on Jay Z. I grew up on Exhibit, Cypress Hill, Nate Dogg, Rick, sort of Slick Rick, whatever was popping on the radio because I've been around when, way back when I was so way back because let me tell you, I was born in 1995 and I will always express that and not lie. So I was born in 1995 and that's where I have to say I grew up on that type of music where I'm like, there you go. That's the good music that I want to hear. But then music came on the radio, and I started saying, I don't like this song. I don't like that song. But for a very very long time, I still stuck with the radio music, and I said, I like this song. I like that song. I like when this song is on the radio. I used to be on the radio, trying to listen to what the newest song coming out that was coming out, and I used to try to learn the lyrics and try to say, "Oh, look, this is hardcore." Try to spit it back at me. If I don't know how it would be today for me if I didn't hear. I don't know how it would be for me today if I didn't hear no Atmosphere, no Vinny Paz, no Jedi Mind Tricks, no Chris Webby, no Tech Nine, no no Ra the Rugged Man, and I'm the type of artist that's been listening to music since day one. Not actually, I don't know, since whenever I remember, because I was always with music, and that's where I stuck with it. I've had people that influenced me more with the type of music that I listen to. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, so I've always listened to music. I've always listened to hip hop music, and for me, I just said I wasn't really into it before. Like where I could say I want to learn all the lyrics. I started. I just listened to the songs and I said this song is good. That song is great, and that was on the radio. So that was it. And I even liked. I'm even going to be honest. I even liked that kind of music where I said okay, I like I like Beyonce. I like because I'm back from the days where I'm back like 2000. Mm, I'm back from the days where Ciara was. I'm back from where Ciara was the thing, because now Ciara's not a thing anymore. Sierra or Ciara, I don't know how you say it. Ciara. I'm back from that day. I mean the days where she was famous. I'm way way back when Aaliyah was a thing. Aaliyah, I think Aaliyah died in a plane crash. Not sure. I'm not trying to make things up. I think Aaliyah. I'm back from where Aaliyah when Aaliyah was a thing before she died or she was killed. I'm back from there. Let's see. Let's see how old I am. Let's see. I'm really old now. I guess 23. I don't consider myself very old, but I'm back from all of that. From that time where I used to say I like that. I'm back from all that. So growing up, I had friends that have always stuck by me with that type of music. that stuck with me with that type of music. Because I stuck with that. So no, I've had people look. Okay, I stuck with that kind of music. So let me tell you, as growing up, I used to visit my grandma, which she lived very close by me, and that was before she passed away. But I'm going to say that was around maybe 2003, 2004, or maybe 2005, when in my grandma's apartments there was a kid that lived there. Not sure if I don't even remember him that well, but I just remember that I was his friend, and he used to have a Ford Focus. I think it's between a Ford Focus or a Ford. I think a Ford Focus, or he had an Echo. His mom had an Echo, and I used to sit in his car and listen to music. And when I used to listen to music in this car, I got the idea of going home and listening to music more. But because of him, I don't really want to say I can remember what was the first album I listened to or what was the first song I listened to. But to be honest, I didn't really I'm gonna say I probably grew up on Snoop Dogg, but it didn't really come to me. It didn't really come to me to say Snoop Dogg is is what made me like hip hop. No. I was listening to hip hop, but I wasn't really listening to Snoop Dogg until I I'm going to say I really got into Snoop Dogg when my friend introduced me to his music. Really introduced me to his music back in 2008? No. Maybe 2008. That's when I was really introduced to Snoop Dogg. In the back in the day when we all had PSPs and PlayStation portables and iPods, because I've always been a user of an iPod, which I used to hate the iPod because I didn't really get how to use an iPod. Back in the day when you had to use a computer to put music to the iPod, we had to connect it to the computer and have the iPod sync the music. Because I'm back from the day when I had an iPod Nano, like a 16 or 30. I think it was like an 8 or 16 gigabyte model, and that's where I used to put music until it just died out because I think I left it in the sun. I left it in the cold weather. But other than that, I really did not think of music until my friend started playing his own music on his own iPod or his own Zune. Back when Zune was a thing also, and I have to say, yeah, I liked it. I liked the music that he played me. Like I remember I mean, I'm back from when Eminem was more of a upcoming artist. Back when he, I'm not saying upcoming. I mean, I'm back from the day when Eminem came back from his relapse or whatever he had, from almost overdosing on something. And I know people say 5 albums or 6 of his albums before Kamikaze sucked, and I think 5 albums were I think 5 albums. When you're talking about it, I'm thinking of the relapse, the relapse, where uh, it's sad to say this, but I feel that that's the last time that 50 Cent and Dr. Dre were a thing, because I think Dr. Dre, I would say, probably got tired of making music or something. He got tired of rapping, So that's where everything went down because Dr. Dre was a thing back then, where he still rapped with Eminem, and that's the last time he had 50 Cent. Which I still feel bad that 50 Cent and Dr. Dre are not really making music anymore. Only Eminem is the only one in the forefront making music, pushing his music. There's no more Dr. Dre. There's no more 50 Cent. I mean, look, for me, I would like to be honestly clear. There is no more Dr. Dre, no more 50 Cent. There's none of that anymore. And even though I still like Eminem, and I'm going to agree with everybody, his music is not the same. And I'm not going to say I dislike his music. I still enjoy his music, but I haven't heard a song like I wish that the Eminem was back or the Slim Shady guy. The Slim Shady persona was back. Eminem keeps saying, "Oh, Slim Shady. Slim Shady's back. Slim Shady's back." No, it's not. Where's let me be honest. Where is where is Slim Shady, the dude that used to rap with a real Slim Shady, please stand up? Like, where's he? Where's that dude that used to say that used to be funny? Like what was it? My name is. That was a funny song. My name is. My name is. My name is Chicka Chicka Slim Shady. Chicka Chicka Slim Shady. Something like that. And I have to say, that yeah, where's that Eminem? I mean, I like Eminem. I really like Eminem. I mean, I used to really like Eminem before, and I used to even have conversations with fellow students in my school back in middle school, where I could say, look, let's all listen to this song. Let's listen to Crack a Bottle because I'm back where Eminem was more of a good artist. Now he is a good artist, but the only thing that sets Eminem apart this time that he's that we're now in Kamikaze. I think starting from let me think. I think the time that he really went in a different direction was when he came out with the Marshall Mathers LP2. That's where everything really went to a different direction. And I have to agree with all of you. His music from then on, from the Marshall Mathers LP2 and so on, was horrible. If you put many of the songs from all those albums together into a playlist, they would suck. And I'm not just I hope Eminem is watching this because I hear that Eminem watches a couple of or many many people's reviews, many people's thoughts on his music. So if Eminem is watching, and I know you probably will or won't, I don't know. I think you probably will watch this sometime in 20 years or whatever. But this is my thought. Eminem was rapping normal like he did, but this is where I had to say. This is what I have to say. I have to say, look, man, I don't get why everybody, and I will say it. I don't know if it's just me or everyone else feels the same, but I don't understand why people hated the relapse. I don't get why people hated the relapse. That relapse CD was great. I liked it. I think that's the last actual album that I could say I really liked. That is the last album I could really say I liked. The Relapse was the last album I liked. Like I could sit down and listen to it from beginning to end. That is my thought. That the Relapse was one of the last albums I could sit down and say I loved. I don't care what anybody says. Everything that came before that was still insane. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if people say, "Oh, the Marshall Mathers wasn't was." I don't know which one was it. Uh, Look, let me give you a couple of songs that people don't like, and I find it to be okay. I don't hate them. The song that I would say is okay is Fack. Fack. I remember that song. There's people that don't like the album that had Toy Soldiers in it. I think it was the Marshall Mathers. What was it? I don't know at the moment, but the out because I don't listen to Eminem that much anymore as I used to. But this Eminem that we have now, I still I liked. I'm gonna be honest. I liked Kamikaze as an album. I liked it, but it is not. It is not what it used to be. It's not the same thing like before. The last great album for me was The Relapse, which people said The Relapse sucked. The Relapse, time to throw it away. Time to throw Relapse in the trash. Come on now. Relapse was great. No, I'm actually lying. I'm actually lying. The Relapse was great. I mean, no, yeah, The Relapse was great, and the Relapse was great, and so was Bad Meets Evil. That was great. But we've always thought that me and my friends speculate, or me and a couple of people speculated that Eminem would come out with a Bad Meets Evil 2, according to what we've heard of Royce the 5'9". Just based upon his own thinking, he even thought there would be another Bad Meets Evil 2. But look at this, we got a Kamikaze. We got the last album that nobody wanted anyways, the revival. I'm not agreeing with everybody that all these albums sucked, but most of the songs sucked. If you remove all those crappy songs, look, I'm gonna say it again. My favorite, I mean, if we're excluding all the other albums he did before his relapse or his recovery, whatever he did, that he went for recovery or for a relapse because I mean he went for a recovery because he was taking too much drugs and he almost died or something. He almost overdosed and became the next Mac Miller. I have to say, Relapse was a good album for me, and so was Recovery. I think, and then Bad Meets Evil was another. Bad Meets Evil was another album that I can say was okay. I mean, Bad Meets Evil was great. What am I talking about? And the only thing that I would like to redo or make again is that the only thing I would like to tell if I was in Eminem's house or in Eminem's studio or in anywhere Eminem, I would like to say that I am not the type of artist that likes his fast flows, like like in look. I'm not a fan of his fast flows. Like, oh, I can understand you could do fast flows, but what good is a fast flow? And Joe Budden probably is correct in half, I mean, in sort of his message that he gave, where he said, "Rappity rap is not good as content, as actual lovable content." I have to say you are correct because Eminem can rap very fast, but what good does it make that Eminem raps very fast if he's not? It's nothing that will amaze me. When he does that rapidy rap stuff, I'm like, what are you doing, Eminem? Come on now, bro. Eminem, stop it, bro. And what is the next thing I can say about Eminem? Nothing. I guess there's nothing else I can say about Eminem. Just that I miss the Eminem where he used to be funny and he used to do that dumb stuff where he said, just where he used to say, I would like to, I would like to have sex with this person, just as a funny. I miss the old Eminem, and I don't care what anybody says. I miss the old Eminem. Like who's going to have another the Eminem show? The Eminem show was a good album too. Come on. Um, Let me get back because I still have a lot of CDs though. I still have a lot of CDs that I mean actual CDs. So let me get back. Look, I have pouches of music, and I have still a lot of CDs that I would like to say I liked. So here's a pouch full of CDs that I still hold that I haven't listened to in a long time because, but they're original CDs, and because I really didn't care about carrying like before they really pushed music to be on iPods and MP3 and wireless. I mean digital. I still collect the CDs, and I really didn't like having cases for them or their original boxes because or the cover art that they came with because they would break easily depending on your depending on you carrying them all over the place because that's what I used to do. I used to carry boxes and boxes of CDs in the cars and listen to them when I was younger. Now I carry them here, but I mean I put many of them here, but at the same time I'm not really doing that anymore. I'm not really listening to this type of music anymore. So let me go and open this up and let me see what I can find here in music. Now that I'm older, I don't need CDs anymore. So let's see if I can find Eminem because I'm not really collecting CDs anymore as before because what's good is it if I can have them on my iPhone or on my iPad or on my I I mean on just like that. So let's go on. So this is one album that was good too. What album was this, anyways? I really don't know. I really don't know because I don't have the boxes for most of these anymore. So this is Eminem. Whoever knows what album this was, that's cool. I have to listen to it anyways. I don't know which album this was, but this one was also a good album. I mean, this was a good album. Here we go with this one. This one was another one that I still have to say was good. I don't care what people say. I think this is the album that people didn't like. Eminem again. Refill was another one that I liked. In my opinion, it was good. The Refill. The Refill. I don't really, like I said, I don't really listen to music anymore on on a radio or listen to these CDs. That's not Eminem. The Eminem show that people are probably going to say it's really bad, or maybe it's good. I don't know. The Eminem show is the one that I listened to. I liked it. Like I'm saying, I've collected many, and I do mean many albums from Eminem and from everybody else. Like like crazy. But I was going to buy Revival. But yes, I understand where everybody's coming from. Eminem, please go back to your old self. I don't want to hear this anymore. I really don't want to hear this rap. Oh, everybody can. Eminem can rap fast, like 20, like 100,000 syllables per minute or whatever. I'm just making it up. I just don't even know. I'm just saying, like, why would anybody want to hear? I mean, nobody wants to hear the lyrics anyways. People just want to hear, oh, Eminem can rap all these words per minute. Like, who cares? So, I grew up on that, collecting Eminem. So, let me let me go through with this again. Let's go back to the beginning. So, just so you guys could see this album, this booklet is filled with lots of CDs. Hopefully, you guys get to see that there's a lot of CDs. And I don't think I'm going to listen to them anymore. So, I grew up on, I have Tupac, Part 1, Thug Life, or The Best of Tupac. Then, I have an album by the name, I have an album by the name of La Coca Nostra. I don't know if you guys are going to allow me to put this, but this is La Coca Nostra. Don't know what this album was called. Oh, A Brand You Can Trust. Um, I know that there's two guns up front, but just so you guys know, I don't like violence. I don't resort to none of that. I just showed you guys, but that's not something I care about anymore. I mean, I don't really care about that stuff, that lifestyle. And then there is this Kanye West. I think this was Kanye West. I don't remember if this is Kanye West and Jay Z, but as you guys can see, it's a black CD. Don't know what that really means, having a black CD from the back, being black. Which I'm gonna definitely listen to. And then I have the best of Jay Z, which said the hits collection, volume 1, which I kind of say I liked. I'm not going to say I loved. And then I have when Drake really came out with his first album. I think it's called something of Successful. Then I have an album by the name of Stat of Original Ground Original Cold Heat Entertainment Brand Brand Nubian. Not the group Brand Nubian, but Brand New Being Data CD, which is just the music itself, just the beats. And then the only reason I don't show you, okay, I forgot to show you this one. You guys know what album that is? The only reason I'm holding all of this in hand is because I just want to show you guys what I had. So this is the one I'm talking about, Jay-Z. See, right here, Jay-Z. I just hope that it's not mirrored. If it's mirrored, you guys could try to figure that out. Then I have the Green Ghost Project with Styles P. With Styles P. There's that album. Then I don't care what anybody has to say, but I like Rick Ross. I liked Rick Ross with the Teflon Don. There it is, the Teflon Don. Then like I used to say, I like Jedi Mind Tricks. I think this is the first album I listened to. Army of the Pharaohs, The Untold Terror. Which I haven't heard that album in a long time. I should go back and listen to it. Then this is the last album I got. When was this? I don't know. This is Lecrae. Lecrae. I don't know what album this is, but that's Lecrae. I think he's Christian rapper Lecrae. Then I have The Carter with Lil Wayne, which I'm still thinking of putting all of these albums into the iPhone with 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 Apple Music. Then I have E40, Revenue Retrieving Overtime Shift, which all of you can say I'm still am I still collecting CDs? Of course not. Here is the Blueprint, the Blueprint 3, which I don't know what you guys thought of the Blueprint 3. That's Jay-Z. And like I said, I like Encore by Eminem. This is one album that I liked. In my opinion, Encore by Eminem. Also, Eminem, the Slim, I think this is the Slim Shady LP. Then the Bad Meets Evil. Eminem and what's his name? Royce the 5'9". Right here, Jedi Mind Tricks, a History of Violence. Which I still have other albums that I'm gonna show you guys in a bit. Relapse. Eminem Relapse. There are many more albums that I have that I wish I have this one, 50 Cent, Before Self-Destruction. Before Self-Destruction. I don't think I want to show you that one. Then I have Immortal Technique, the DJ Green Lantern, The Third World. Brought to you in 2008. I got it when it came out. And it was hard to find because I got that one at a store that used to be big before, Ritmo Latino. Ritmo Latino is where I used to have. Then this is a double-sided of Snoop Dogg's The Doggy Style. Nothing really special about that. About that album cover. Then I have The Game, the documentary, which most of these I ended up breaking the boxes, and I really just took them all out and just threw them into a case like everybody else. Rebirth by Lil Wayne. See, I'm still not done. Then I have Bobby Digital by Bobby Digital. RZA by Bobby Digital. I think this is the one with the Wu-Tang Clan, I mean with the GTA style of artwork. Here is the DJ Revolution, King of Decks. King of Decks, DJ Revolution. This one, it was given to me by a friend. Wu-Tang Clan 8 diagrams, but I ended up destroying the box. I think this one was with the world. I think it was like a planet or something. Then I have Atmosphere, God Loves Ugly. Then this is Twisted Fantasy or whatever. Dark Twisted Fantasy, Kanye West. That's what tells you that I'm not really sticking with one artist at all. I listen to all types of music and I try to stay relevant. This is one album that it was really hard to find, but when I found it, I got it. Poison Pen, The Money Shot. Here it is. Poison Pen, The Money Shot, which still has Immortal Technique in it. So for most of you, there it is. So here it is. Jedi Mind Tricks, The Greatest Features. Let's see if I can get it out. I can't get it out. Right there, The Greatest Features, Disc 2. Which I don't know where's Disc 1 at the moment. It's somewhere here. So here it is. This is the first album I really sat down to listen to. Tech 9, 6s and 7s. All 6s and 7s. That's the first album I really sat down to listen to. So, for people that say I wasn't really... Okay, so let me just show you this. This is the Eminem Recovery. See that? So, let me be honest. So, all of you that say I don't listen to music, or I'm not into music, or music is not my thing, or I'm out of my mind with music, this is Brand Nubian again, Disc 1. Not the data one with the instrumentals. This is the one where he's rapping. So it's called Ground Original. That is cool. That DJ, this is the one with DJ JS1. Then we go with Immortal Technique Revolutionary Volume 1. Why am I showing you CDs? Because I'm just showing you that all the collection that I've collected over the years, which I'm still disappointed that there's nothing out anymore. Redman, Reggie. So you guys won't say that I don't listen to any music other than, oh, Eminem, Eminem's the best. No, Eminem is not the best. And I'll say, there'll be a video why I'll say Eminem is not the best. He's not the rap god. He's not the king of rap or whatever. Then we have The Chronics Relit. This is not the original Dr. Dre's The Chronic. But here it is. Wide Awake Entertainment Group. There it is. There's that one. Okay, so now we're going with this one. From the Vault, Death Row Vault. Death Row Vault, Disc 2. It's from the Vault and it's part of the Chronics. The Chronic. To be honest, I'm not really sure if this is music or not. I'll just have to check that out later on. Then I got DJ Muggs versus Ill Bill, Kill Devil Hills. Oh, well, DJ, whatever that is, DJ Muggs versus Ill Bill. For you guys that say I just listen to one type of music, Kanye West. This was the worst album out there. Kanye West, I think 808s and Heartbreaks. What a what a bad album that was. Slug with Bad Clown, Bad Spring, number 12. So you can see that I don't just focus on one artist or mainstream music or whatever. Drake, I think Sorry for the Wait? No, that's Lil Wayne. I don't remember what album this is, but this is Drake. That's Drake. I don't know what album that was. Then we go with Immortal Technique, Revolutionary Volume 2. Then we go with Eminem Presents the Re-Up, which I had it, but then I threw it away. I threw the boxes away. And then we go with Atmosphere, the Family Sign, which most people did not like, but I still give it a good listen. I gave it a good listen. Then Sad, but maybe for some of you may be sad, or it may be cool. I have Rihanna, Good Girl Gone Bad. There it is. Then there is Ludacris with Word of Mouth. Word of Mouth. There it is. Ludacris. Then there is definitely this one. I don't know what album this was, but this is a game. That is the game. Then I have Jedi Mind Tricks, Stoop, Decalogue. Stoop Decalogue, which has a lot of good artists in here. The only one I can mention right off the top of my head is Joel Ortiz, which I have to search that up. Then is Goblin by Tyler the Creator, which this is an album I kind of say it's a here and there. It's not really that great, but it's good. Then, like I showed you, the Eminem right here, Eminem. Kanye West. Don't know what album that is. Then we go back with the 2001 Chronic. 2001 Chronic by Dr. Dre. So you guys won't say I'm just sticking with one thing. So like I said, the Carter. I don't know if this is the Carter 2 or the Carter 1. I think that's the Carter. Just the Carter. Then there is Snoop Dogg presents the Snoop Dogg, the Blue Carpet Treatment. Okay, so there it is. The Blue Carpet Treatment. Which I think he's saying that he's a Crip. Pharoah Monch, We Are Renegades. Pharoah Monch. I think Eminem has heard of Immortal Technique. Then again, Eminem. Royce the 5'9", Success is Certain. Eminem Refill. Because I already showed you that before. Eminem Show. Kind of going by this fast now. This is Jay-Z, the Hits Collection Volume 1. Ill Bill, The Hour of Reprisal. Lil Wayne, The Carter 2. I don't know if you guys get to see it. I don't know. This is the Lil Wayne, The Carter 2. The Game, The Doctor's Advocate. Just so you see, Kanye West, Graduation. See? Then I have Snoop Dogg's Malice in Wonderland, the movie, which I don't really want to show you because it's not. I mean, just look at it. It's just a little movie thing that he did. Then there's Snoop Dogg, More Malice. There it is, More Malice. And then there's definitely this one, Asia Sham. I don't know what this called. I think it's called The Brothers, Distant Brothers by Nas, and I think Marley. No, I think it's Damian Marley. Damian Marley. That one, which I haven't really thought of putting them on the iPhone or on with my Apple Music. The Late Registration by Kanye West. The DVD to 8 Diagrams. Wu Tang Clan 8 Diagrams, which I never actually seen it. Cypress Hill, Greatest Hits from The Bong. Oh, okay. Greatest Hits from The Bong. Not really the actual album, but just the greatest hits. Tupac, which I got Loyal to the Game. Not sure if this is a real album or just the remake. Loyal to the Game. Ill Bill live at CBGB. It's just a movie sort of thing. Then I have Easy E, Easy Does It. Something like that, Easy Does It. Then I have another album that's just like whatever. Iron Man 2, Disc 1 by AC/DC. And then let me just. There's nothing else. There's nothing else there, so let's just. So since this is a hip hop or a musical genre, since this is a musical genre type of of channel, I would just like to say that I got I got evidence. Cats and dogs. See, let me show you evidence. Cats and dogs, which I wasn't really a fan of, but maybe because, but I liked it though. I mean, I wasn't really a fan of it, but I liked it. Not that I loved it, but I liked it. There it is. Another white boy that could take it. There it is. So that's one album that I could get out of the way. There is Atmosphere Southsiders. Thank you for that. Thank you for that atmosphere. Southsiders, and here's the back. Whatever you get to see in the back is how it is. Just so you guys can know that I've collected tons and tons of CDs. Here it is. PTSD by Pharoah Monch, Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder. There it is, the album cover. The back is not important. There's nothing really in the back. Brother Ali, Morning in America and Dreaming in Color. There it is. Not that special either. Brother Ali is not really my type of artist anymore. I mean, I'm not going to say that I don't like Brother Ali. I'm just trying to say Brother Ali is not really for me. Brother Ali is not really for me because he's more of a he sounds more like a preacher. Then comes Legends Never Die by R.A. the Rugged Man. There it is. What's in the back? Just him again. So let's show you the front again. And the back. So there it is. R.A. the Rugged Man. Then we have Static Selecta, Population Control, which I did not say. Look, for most of you that say I didn't like Mac Miller, like I said in the beginning of the video, this album has a lot of features. Let's name you some of the features that are more well known. There is Sean Price, Terminology, Big Crit, Freddie Gibbs, Mac Miller, Styles P, Saigon, Jared Evan, John Connor, Daytona. I don't know who that is. I'm not going to say Daytona. There is Action Bronson, Bun B, Talib Kweli, M.O.P. There is Rex, R-E-K-S, Push Montana. There is Dom Kennedy. There is Chris Webby, Sky Zoo, Rhapsody, Smoke DZA, Joel Ortiz, Brother Ali, and DJ Premier, DJ Babu, and Scram Jones, and DJ Craze. So there's nothing really nothing special to say there. Then there is Vinnie Paz, Season of Assassin. And there's nothing really that special there again. So there it is. And here we go with mic music that I have. Okay, so let's go on with this one. Jedi Mind Tricks, Servants in Heaven, Kings in Hell. There it is. The artwork for it. The next one is the Reconstruction, The Black Rosary by Chino XL. Another great album. Begin Again from the motion picture, which I only got it because there's only a couple of songs here that are good. There is Jedi Mind Tricks. What album is this? Silence Begets Violence. Silence Begets Violence. Then we have Chemically Imbalanced by Chris Webby. There you go. Chris Webby. Nothing that special in the back, but just that. Locksmith, 1,000 Cuts, which the box is broken, damaged, because that's how they send it to me, kind of damaged, on Amazon. Then Our House, Slaughterhouse, Welcome to Our House. And there you go. And Slaughterhouse is now dead. Like, I mean, it's disbanded. It's nothing special anymore. My favorite album of all time is New Radicals with You Get What You Give. But the name of this album is Maybe You've Been Brainwashed Too. There it is. There is Radioactive by Yellow Wolf, which I wasn't really a fan of either, but whatever. And then the last album is Joel Ortiz, A Free Agent, which it got damaged on its own, I think. Free Agent. What am I trying to say? And then there's everything else that isn't. So that's how that's what you know, guys, that I'm not sticking with just one hip hop artist. Where, like I said, I'm not here to just stick with one hip hop artist and say this is all I have. I only listen to Eminem, and Eminem's GOAT. Eminem's the best. Eminem's this and that. Nope. But as me, I will have more videos going up live, maybe sometime this week, or maybe I'll do something else, like my review of. I still have my review to do of, I mean to post of Eminem, the Eminem Kamikaze. I still have more albums I want to review. So whatever you guys get to see in the next couple of weeks will be it. So I'm going to be doing more and more reviews until the end of the year. So thank you guys for watching, and just to let you guys know, you can ask me anything you feel like when you watch this, or whenever you want. You can just ask me anything. I will answer. Anything that has to do with music, I will answer. So, as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one.